So we're rooting and rising here, pushing down into the ground. The body gently rises up. We relax the upper body, keeping the spine straight. Think of the legs as springs. When you push down, the body will rise up. We can't move the ground, so that energy is coming back up through our body. Almost as if trying to push a solid wall away from us. We only end up pushing our body away. Same concept here. Pushing down allows the body to rise up. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Now we're going to move the waist as if it's a wheel. Rotate the waist, relax the upper body. Just let the arms flop back and forth, keeping the spine straight. So we're rotating that wheel around the spine. Flopping the arms. Now we're in a neutral stance. We're shifting our weight to the left. Turn your right foot out 45 degrees and step out with the left foot, coming down on the heel first, getting into a left bow stance. Sitting back and pushing from the right heel. So up the back, down the front. Again, energy movement. Now we're going to do some of these light hits to stimulate the flow of chi in our body. Just lightly hitting just underneath your belly button. So as you come forward, the waist is slightly turning to your right. And as you sit back, you're squaring the hips. Now we're coming back to a neutral stance. Shoulder width apart. Shift your weight to the right. Turn the left foot out 45 degrees. Shift your weight left and step out, coming down on the right heel. Then push from the rear heel. Bring the energy up the back leg, down into the front. So you end up with about 70% of your weight up front and 30% in the back. We're doing some hits again, a little bit higher now up in the chest, kind of sending vibrations throughout the body to stimulate the internal organs. Still a relaxed upper body, slight movement of the waist. When you sit back, it's almost as if you're sitting on a stool. Back to a neutral stance now. Turn the right foot out. Shift to the right. Step out left. Back in a left bow stance. Bring up that left arm now as if you're holding a beach ball between your chest and your arm. A nice openness between your chest and your arm. This is what we call a ward-off position in Tai Chi. Keeping the elbows down. Now we're adding the right arm. So we're always holding the ball with one arm or the other. As we come forward, we're holding it with the left. We're letting go of it with the left, bringing that right arm up, holding the ball again as we circle the waist back. Nice, relaxed. Spine is still straight, still suspended from above. We're changing the circles a bit now. You don't have to do this, and you can do these exercises as long or as short as you as you want. You can always pause the video. And here I'm kind of wiping across as I sit back, pull down, circle back to the front. Now I'm pulling down as I sit back. Wipe across as you come forward. Different ways to do this circling exercise. The idea is to stay totally relaxed from the waist on up. Let the waist and the legs do the work for you. The upper body should merely be following. Back to a neutral stance. Relaxed, straight spine. Shift your weight over to the left and step out right. Now in a right bow stance. Bring up the right arm, push from the back heel, rotate to your right. Left arm, always holding the ball with one arm. Just a beach ball is a good visual. Beach ball is really nothing but air, so you just keep that lightly pressed against your chest. There's a saying in Tai Chi that the root is in the feet, energy travels up the legs, is controlled by the waist, and expressed in the hands and fingers. So we have to establish our root first, then we move the waist, and the upper body follows. We want to keep everything as relaxed as possible so our internal energy or our chi will flow throughout the body. No tension. Let go of all tension. Back to a neutral stance. Right bow stance now. And we're just going to do a step here just to illustrate you can walk with this circling as well. So sitting back, we're going to turn out that right foot, walk up into the right foot, then step out left, still holding that ball, and we can just step right into a circle. And if we wanted to here, we could take another step by sinking back into the right foot and turning out the left and walking up into the left foot and continuing in that way. Again, you can stop the DVD, pause it, practice this a bit. The idea is to build this routine, which should take 10 minutes at most, into your daily life. We're going to do what we call a grass sparrow's tail exercise now. Notice I'm in a right bow stance. This is ward off right, roll back, press, putting the left hand on the right forearm, and sitting back and pushing forward. We do all four of those postures in the same bow stance. We're going to turn around now and do these postures on the other side. Rotating on the right heel, sitting on the right, holding a ball right over left. Now I'm going to swing that left foot way around and get into a left bow stance. Same four postures. Hold a ball out in front of you. Ward off, roll back. Right palm turns up, we seat the left wrist. Press. Now the right hand on the left forearm. These four postures together are collectively known as grasp sparrow's tail. And push. So I just changed 180 degrees. Now I'm going to change 90 degrees. Facing the camera now, I'm going to step out with the right foot and do ward off on this side. Roll back. Notice how the right wrist seats and the left palm turns up. We slightly turn the waist as we sit back. Now we press forward and we withdraw, sitting back and coming forward now with a push. Once again, we're going to change directions 180 degrees. So we rotate on the right heel, sit. Notice how the left leg is swept around so that we maintain shoulder width spacing. Comfortable step forward, but always shoulder width. And these four postures can be done indefinitely, changing from 180 degrees to 90 degrees, back to 180, back to 90. I'm just doing one repetition here, but you can continue to do this. Excellent practice. We're going to end with just a little post-stance breathing and relaxing. Knees are slightly bent, bringing the arms up as if you're holding that beach ball again against your chest with both arms. Just focusing on the breath and relaxing the shoulders, keeping the spine straight. I'm crossing now and separating. This is a posture that's sometimes referred to as white crane spreads its wings. Coming back to a crossed position, opening now. Left arm up, right arm down. Just some simple movements that you can focus on while you're standing, releasing tension, relaxing. I'll change to a sideways view now. You can see how the back stays straight, how the knees are slightly bent. Bringing the arms up, holding the ball. Focusing on the breath. Lightly suspended from above. And you can start with the warm-ups, go through some of the Tai Chi postures, end with the breathing. A perfect 10-minute, very meditative exercise that you can do every day. Great job.